What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with two late reviews. Honestly, I could have gone without doing both of these reviews, but hey, here we are nonetheless. This is Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 14, and thank God next week is the season finale, because I could only deal with so much more of Married to Medicine. This is episode, like I said, Season 11, Episode 14. Episode was titled... what was this episode title? Choosing sides. The only side I'm choosing is to be done with this crap. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date, having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and discuss Married to Medicine, shall we? All right, you guys. So, Married to Medicine. This episode, we see Dr. Simone. So, Dr. Simone went to go have lunch with Dr. Jackie. So, Dr. Jackie is telling Dr. Simone, like, hey, you know, I met up with Phaedra, right? And all the money for the Met Gala, it's squared away. Phaedra gave the $40,000 that she was short. Congratulations. So Dr. Jackie then told Dr. Simone that Phaedra said that, you know, she isn't coming around the group because of the whole Apollo invite. It was just a little bit too much for her. And, you know, Apollo gets jealous when she brings other men around. Well, she's around other men. I was like, you don't say. So you knew Apollo was coming, but you went and invited Shek, who is his friend. So yeah, Phaedra, I can't be too mad at the ladies because you played into this too. So it is what it is, right? So Dr. Jackie did say that she told Phaedra that, you know, from the grapevine, well, from what I heard, you and Heavenly, you know, she informed you about this, which she did. The real true thing is Phaedra didn't know that Shireen was coming. Is that a problem? I mean, I guess you can say yes, and I guess you can say no. Do I care? Not 100%. So Dr. Jackie then says, well, actually Simone was like, but she brought him to the reunion last year. And Dr. Jackie says, well, she felt like that was a controlled environment. I was like, okay, I'll give Phaedra about a half of a point for that, because it is a controlled environment, right? So Jackie then said that she isn't going to be coming around anymore. And, you know, they talked about Dr. Gregory's rap song. If I ever hear that rap song again in my life, please don't do it to me. So then we see is Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Contessa met up, right? And so Dr. Heavenly is trying to say to Dr. Contessa, like, we both should agree to disagree and basically say that there's, you know, fault on both sides, right? Do I agree that there's fault on both sides? I mean, I guess you can say yes, because, I mean, if we go back to season 9, the intervention that they tried to have with Dr. Heavenly at the beginning of the season, I mean, and, you know, Contessa has said things about Dr. Heavenly, so, I mean, yes, but you're the one that started it. And I know people are going to be like, but Contessa talked about her marriage on the show. That is true, you guys. She did talk about her marriage on the show. But put yourselves in Contessa's shoes and tell me how you would feel if somebody that you have built a relationship with, a friendship with, is on, actually more specifically, let's say you and I, we real cool, we real friends, right? And we doing a reality show together. I'm doing my reviews on the show, and people that I don't know come into my live chat and be talking shit about my friend, and I'm like, yeah, abusive, verbally, physically. Like, how would y'all feel if I'm supposed to be your friend and I'm agreeing with people who don't know you, people who are going off of an edited show for 40, let's just say 45 minutes, right? So how would you feel? I understand how Dr. Contessa feels. It's like, girl, you're supposed to be my friend, It's fine for you to get on your channel and talk about what you see on the show from my storyline. But for you to be sitting there co-signing and agreeing with what people who, like, Scott, me, you've spent time with us outside of filming. If you felt that he was verbally, and if you felt he was any kind of abusive, as my friend, I would have hoped he would have said, hey, friend, I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm not telling you how to run your marriage. But from what I'm seeing, you okay? Like, y'all, some of y'all can't, some of y'all just don't know how to see reason, but whatever. So then Heavenly did bring up the fact that she told Dr. Contessa, like, hey, at the last reunion, season 9 reunion, when she told Dr. Contessa, girl, if you're going to stay with the man, then shut the fuck up. And I actually agree with Heavenly, right? Like, if you're going to sit here and stay with him, then don't complain about the shit. If it don't get better, then there's a door for him or for you. But they agreed to disagree, right? So then Dr. Contessa is talking about how she's having this health fair about diabetes, right? Excuse me. And she wants to get the group together. Now I have a question. And some of y'all might feel the way about this question that I'm about to ask, and I don't really care 100%. I get that this is for the show, and I get this is for filming purposes, right? But I don't understand why the wives of the doctors are going to be there. Again, I know why the wives of the doctors is there, because we're filming a reality TV show, right? But as far as there's 2 people that they're talking about inviting, but I don't understand what their purpose would be. At least with the doctors, they're doctors. They can talk about how diabetes affects certain parts of the body, right? The wives, again, this is for the show. But if you wanted to invite King and Quad, what is their purpose to come? Especially King's. King is not a doctor by any stretch of the imagination. So what would be his purpose for coming? Again, I get Quad. All right, guys, so what I was saying is I just don't understand what the purpose of having King and Quad there. Quad I get, King I wouldn't get, right? Neither here nor there. So then we have Dr. Eugene. Oh my God, when we saw Dr. Eugene's foot. So Toya and the boys have been riding around in a golf cart, right? And they didn't charge it. So I guess it stopped somewhere and they had to call a tow truck, right? So when they called the tow truck, Dr. Eugene was behind the tow truck and the flatbed hit his foot and it split. And I was like, oh God, that is hell no. Couldn't be me, wouldn't be me. I would have been a big baby. I kid you not. I would have been a big ass baby. So they are talking about Letitia and Dr. Gregory, right? So Toya says that she talked to Letitia and asked her to own what she did wrong. Again, this is stuff probably off camera that we are not privy to. I don't want to speak about it, so it is what the fuck it is. So she wants for Dr. Gregory and Letitia both to own up to their mistakes. Okay, I'll give you that. I don't even have a problem with that, right? Dr. Eugene feels that he told her that they probably feel, and this is him talking about Letitia and Gregory. He's telling her that maybe the Lunsfords thinks that everybody has taken, Quad and King's side. I mean, it looks that way. So, I mean, if the shoe fit, then he'll wear that motherfucker, right? So we see Quad and King have a date night by the pool. They talked about the living situation. He doesn't want to live in her home. He wants to get his own place with them together. I don't think that's a smart move, Quad, but do what you're going to do. He also says that she tests him with the gender roles. Yeah, I don't really give a damn about this episode. Like I said, I'm glad that next week is the season finale. Moving on to Dr. Simone and C. So we see them with their boys. My God, that apartment was nasty as fuck. I mean, God, when I saw that apartment, I was like, ew. It was the shit on because one of them had the audacity to have the door to their room open. I don't know if that was Michael's room or Miles's room, One of them had the audacity to have that damn door open. I said, I know you shouldn't. I know you damn wrong with that one. Y'all trifling asses should have closed it. I hope y'all don't have girls over to that. Ugh. And don't. My bad again, you guys. This camera. So we running out of memory on this phone, so I'm having to delete videos. But yeah, I hope them boys don't take no girls to that apartment because that place was a pigsty. Moving on and wrapping up this episode. What I will say is I do love when the group gets together and give back to the community. So we found out that King wasn't allowed to come around the group. Like I said earlier, I don't understand why he would be around the group in this particular setting for this particular event. He's not a doctor. Quad's not a doctor. So I don't understand it, but it is what it is. Like I said earlier, I don't give a damn, and that's all we leaving it at. While I was quadding them scrubs, I had a question about that. Like, it just felt costumey. It gave Halloweenish, but okay, if she like it, I love it. So Quad, she told the group that when the Luncifers come around, she will leave. I don't have a problem with that. I honest to God don't have a problem with her not wanting to be around Gregory or Letitia. I don't care. So Contessa feels that they should show some empathy for Letitia. Here's my thing. Y'all know I'm not a big, huge Quad fan, but did they show Quad any empathy last season? Because if they didn't, then what are we talking about, Contessa? I know you want to be the peacemaker, but what are we talking about? So then it's like I was just kind of irritated with Contessa. Like, I get it, you want to play the peacemaker, that's fine, but let's just be real. Like, if this was a real setting, Gregory, Letitia, King, and Norquat would be around each other if it wasn't for the parameters of this damn show. But whatever. So we see as the guys talked to Dr. Gregory when he got there, because when Dr. Gregory got there, Quad and Heavenly left. So Dr. Gregory feels that Quad should have a conversation on behalf of King. I was like, wait, huh? He feels like I guess he feels like she should intervene. Why? This is nonsensical. So then we get, like, here's my thing again with Contessa. I get where you're coming from. You want Letitia to feel like this is a safe environment for her, right? Letitia says she doesn't feel like this is a safe environment for her. Here's my thing, Letitia, which I think the writings are kind of on the wall for you, beloved, but it might be your time to go. It might be time for you to wrap it on up, Buttercup. Then for Dr. Contessa to sit there and say that they missed her at Quad's home. What? Good night, Contessa. Good night. So the guys asked Dr. Gregory, would he drop the charges? I'm sick of this shit. Wrap this shit up. Thank God next week is the season finale. Hopefully the reunion is only 2 parts. I can only do a 2-part reunion with Married to Medicine at this point, because what in the entire F to the U to the C to the K is going on here? I'm irritated. I'm tired. This review, I don't know how fucking long this review is, but I know it ain't that long. But yeah, you guys, that's it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, and share the video. See, this episode got me so frazzled. Not frazzled, but got me irritated. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, and until the next time, you guys stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope this video wasn't long enough to be monetized. I do know that much. Bye, y'all.